Hey guys, greetings from the floor. Today we're doing a slightly different type of video as opposed to just all the gameplay stuff I've been posting recently. We're doing a little collection video for all my PlayStation 2 games. Just to show you the type of games that I grew up playing and still do play a lot, and then the type of games that I have but never ever play. So let's get stuck right into it because there's a lot. Before we actually jump right into all the games and stuff, I want to say that I still own my very first PlayStation 2. It's never broke, never been replaced, never needed fixed or anything. I have needed to replace the controller once, but we still do have the original big thick black PlayStation 2, and it's wonderful to own. So kicking it off here, as you can see, we have the Tony Hawk's games for the PlayStation 2. These were more my younger brother's games than mine. I was never a massive Tony Hawk's game fan. I played, I think it was Pro Skater 2 or something on the PlayStation 1. But again, none of these were really my thing. I'm sure I played a few of them every now and then just to check them out and stuff, but they were never really my thing. I don't even know if there's any ones that were on the PlayStation 2 that we don't have. If there is, let me know, just for collection's sake. I might pick them up if they're cheap enough. Try and build up a little collection. But yeah, this is it for the Tony Hawk's skating games anyway. So here's the wrestling game collection. These two here would have been, again, more my younger brother, being given them by friends and stuff. More especially this one. I don't think either of us really played Here Comes the Pain. 2007, 2008, I played these. I played a lot of both of these. I think 2008, yeah, this one here was actually the last wrestling game I ever purchased. I have played, I think it was 2010, maybe 11, I'm not sure, but I played it. But for me anyway, just with the whole customization and stuff, everything, this one was my favourite, and I haven't played it in a long time. But yeah, so again, 4 Tony Hawk's games and 4 of the wrestling ones. So here now we have the sports games collection: FIFA 2004, 2005, 2008, FIFA Street, Sensible Soccer 06, Pro Evolution 4, Surfing H3O, Gated Games Football, and Pro Evolution Soccer. This one, Pro Evolution Soccer, and I believe this Sensible Soccer came from my cousin just when he was getting rid of his PlayStation 2. He gave me a shit ton of his games. I think again FIFA 2008 was the last football game I bought. Just the same as the wrestling, because I think it was like one of the first games where my hometown was actually playable in it. I think that's what it was actually. So that's the only reason I bought that. I'm sure we owned 2003 and 06 and 07 as well. They're probably around somewhere, but whatever. Gaelic Games Football, tried it, played a little bit of it. Liked the idea of playing Gaelic, but the game was so bad that you just you can't. Pro Evolution Soccer 4. Spent a lot of time on this. As far as I remember, you had to put in a cheat or something just to get the team names coming up properly. It was a very very weird game. FIFA Street, probably one of my most played football games in the later years anyway. As my interest in sports and stuff waned and waned away, because it's not the same as these team things. It's like 5-on-5, I think it was. It was pretty fun. But yeah, that's it for the sports games. This one actually I bought for my brother because he was talking about he wanted a snowboarding game. He just went through a phase of wanting a snowboarding game and I couldn't find him one, so I bought him this. And it was probably never played. Here we got the all the straight up fighting games. Tekken Tag Tournament, awesome game. Tekken 4, Tekken 5, Virtua Fighter 4, and Onimusha Blade Warriors. Virtua Fighter 4, it was very different from the Tekken series, even just the characters and the fighting styles and stuff. Did play a fair bit of this. Played a fair bit of Tekken 5 as well, but I still feel like I prefer Tekken 4 to Tekken 5. But I think just for the the character roster that I preferred Tag Tournament, because you can play as Devil and Ogre and stuff. I think you can play as the Ogre in Tekken 5. Not 100% sure about Devil. I think he might have been a secret unlock, actually. I do think I have him, but you know, whatevs. Whenever I got my PlayStation 2, actually, Tekken 4 is the game that came with it. So 2003, 2001, 2003, one of those two. So that was the bundle promotion because it was a brand new game. So that's what came with my PlayStation 2. I am a big fan of Tekken. I have Tekken 6 and Tekken Street Fighter, and if anyone knows me, I have a Tekken tattoo. I don't know if it's been well framed there, but there it is. And there it is right there. So yep, that is the straight up fighting games. Next up is Dragon Ball Z, actually, which is one of my favourites, so let's get on to that. So here we have the Dragon Ball Z PlayStation 2 game roster. We have Super Dragon Ball Z here, which I actually haven't played. The character roster in it is very, very small, and I only picked it up very, very recently for collection's sake. We have Budokai 1 here, very first in the series. There was a whole unique fighting style and stuff for fighting games. I finished it, loved it. Budokai 2, as far as I can remember, they changed the campaign style a lot for this, but they did add some new characters, so I got the game. I played as much of the campaign as I could, and I think I found the Buu Saga completely impassable, just through sheer awkwardness of the new campaign style. But it was an awesome game. Again, increased character roster from Budokai and slightly changed the combat system, but was still pretty good. Budokai 3, they again added more characters, changed the combat system a little more, and changed the campaign system closer back to Budokai, but still different. And it was my favourite one of these first original three. Again, finished through it, loved all the new characters and everything else. And I believe, whenever I played Budokai 3, it has the Dragon Ball GT story. I hadn't seen Dragon Ball GT at the time. As a matter of fact, I only finished normal Dragon Ball pretty recently, because we stopped having the ability to get, I think it was whenever Dragon Ball Z switched from Cartoon Network to Toonami, I believe. Was it called Toonami? Jetix, maybe. We didn't have that in our house, so I ended up losing out in Dragon Ball about midway through the Buu Saga. But now we have the Oda Resistance here, the Budokai Tenkaichi games. The combat system in all three of these is essentially the same as is the campaign system, for the most part, with differentiations all here and there, but they do add more characters as each saga goes along. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is actually, as you can see, it's not in the box. It's actually in my PlayStation over there at the minute because I still play this game. Massive character roster, awesome customization and stuff. Love it to pieces. Finished the campaign in all of these. Awesome games. Spent a lot of time in this one, primarily hundreds of hours easily. I just randomly go into the versus mode and put up a 5v5 team on the hardest difficulty and just fight, and it's awesome. Coming up next is probably my biggest collection from the PlayStation 2, and that's Dynasty Warriors, so let's get to that. Alright, so here is the Dynasty Warriors PlayStation 2 roster plus Samurai Warriors 2. We don't have every one of them here just because there was like 3 variations on every number, which is pretty hard to keep up with. So Dynasty Warriors Tactics, I think I pretty much say itself, it's one of those tactics types games. Dynasty Warriors 2, 3 Extreme Legends. We don't have regular 3 or 3 Empires. I don't even know if 3 Empires exists. 4 Empires, 4 Extreme Legends. We had regular 4. We trailed it on years ago. 5 Extreme Legends, 5 Empires. 5 Empires we spent a lot of time in. 4 Empires probably even more. 4 Empires probably my favourite. And then Samurai Warriors 2, made by the same people, only it's set in Japan, not China. Between me and my younger brother, we spent I don't know how many hours in the Dynasty Warriors universe, playing either co-op or just on our own empires. Empires mostly. The other ones were bought more or less just for collection's sake. Yeah. Here we got the Devil May Cry original trilogy. Devil May Cry 3 here, I believe it's a special edition. I think it's 2 discs, no, it's 1 disc. But this Devil May Cry 3 special edition gives you the chance, or not the chance, but the ability to play as Virgil here. And I did that a lot more than I actually played as Dante, just because he has a katana. And katanas are cool as shit. Is this the 2 disc one? Yeah, Devil May Cry 2 is the 2 disc one. this gives you the ability, I think, when you finish it, to play as some other character. You unlock some new character, I believe. I've played all three of these, haven't actually finished any of them. Pretty difficult. Platforming and puzzles isn't my forte, but I can still enjoy the game, just not finish them. So yeah, Devil May Cry 1, 2 and 3. I'm looking forward to the Devil May Cry game coming out soon. And let's move on to the next set. We have the Lego Star Wars games here. Again, these were more my little brother than me, but this one covers episodes 1, 2 and 3. This one 4, 5 and 6. He loved them, but I've never seen the appeal of Lego games. I'm sure a lot of people do love them and a lot of people do play them, as there's a lot of the games. Obviously, they wouldn't keep making them if they weren't selling. Personally, I don't see the appeal, but there you have it. Okay, so here is probably one of my favourite video game series of all time. Ratchet 1, Ratchet & Clank 1, sorry, Ratchet & Clank 2, Ratchet & Clank 3, and Ratchet Gladiator. I finished both of these games just one playthrough each. Ratchet & Clank 3 must be around 9 times. I finished it 7 new game pluses, and then a few extras. Ratchet & Gladiator, I think I finished it 2 or 3 times. Jack likes Ratchet Gladiator a lot more than I do. I think he's finished it more times than me anyway. But anyway, yeah, Ratchet & Clank 3 is definitely the favourite for me, and I've played the co-op and stuff in this too. And it was awesome. It does have the net play thing, but I've never owned like the internet adapter thingy for the PlayStation 2, so I've never used net play on any PlayStation game ever. But I have done, just split screen co-op and split screen multiplayer, and I loved it to bits. And I wish more games actually did it like that now. But anyway, yep, here's Ratchet & Clank, and very, very similar games are up next. So here we have the Jak and Daxter series. Very, very similar to Ratchet & Clank, slightly more mature. As you see, the first one isn't slightly more mature, it's only a 3+, but all these have 12 ratings. They are slightly more mature in Ratchet & Clank. All the Ratchet & Clanks are just 3+s the entire way through, but just the humour and stuff in Jak is a lot more adult aimed. Awesome games, love them to bits, especially Jak X for me. I don't know what it was I loved about it, but I loved it, and because I love Jak X so much, I recently rented the new PS3 version of Twisted Metal, which is very, very similar to this, and it was fucking amazing, just because of my sheer love for this game. Again, all these games are awesome, slightly puzzly, slightly platformy, but I can manage them in Ratchet & Clank and I can manage them in Jak. Just not Devil May Cry. Here are the other Star Wars games, not including the Lego ones I've already shown you. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, played it through once or twice, but I would use the versus mode in this a lot. I just loved how it played. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, finished it once on PlayStation 2, once on 360. Good game. The sequel, I feel this one was better than the second one. So yeah. Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2, played these so many times on PlayStation and on PC. Lots and lots and lots and lots of hours. I like to play Bespin in this, and like freaking everywhere on here. But yeah, I've played them a lot. I always play as the clones. I don't really play Empire or Rebels era. I like to do clones and droids because they are the awesomest. Yeah. Okay guys, so here we have the Naruto collection for the PlayStation 2. We have Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These two are shipping, which means it's after the time skip which happened in the anime, more characters and everything else. This one obviously I got first. Awesome game, loved it to pieces. Pretty small character roster, I think it was like 16 people. Fight as more than 12 playable characters, yeah I think there were 16 altogether. This one again had slightly more people, and I believe actually gave you the ability to play as some of the giant creatures from the show, which was awesome. I believe this one also had the ability to play as the giant creatures. This one then removed the ability to play as the giant creatures, and this one didn't have that either, but this one had tons and tons of characters. I think from any Naruto game that has ever been released, this one has the most characters, I believe. I think the very, very recent one has more characters altogether, but this one has more playable. Don't quote me on that. These are the Uzumaki Chronicles. Slightly different style of Naruto game. Completely different gameplay and stuff. But we've seen in the recent Naruto game releases, that the gameplay of these two series, the Uzumaki Chronicles series and the Ultimate Ninja series, has been kind of formed together in the current Ultimate Ninja Storm series, which is pretty good because it works really well as opposed to just constant one-on-one battles. You can do 1-on-5 and stuff like that. It doesn't happen super often. It happens more in I believe it's Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, where it gives you the big open world campaign. That happens a fair bit, and I've played a lot of that game and a lot of these two particularly. This one more so. I think though altogether, not including Uzumaki Chronicles, but in these I have committed 100 hours to each of them pretty easily. I love Naruto. It's that simple, and I think I have around 4 Naruto games on the 360 as well. They're just honestly an awesome series. So next up is Lord of the Rings. Woo. So guys, here's the Lord of the Rings collection: Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King, and the Third Age. Of these, Fellowship was terrible. I used to have The Hobbit as well. I think that's actually around in one of these stacks somewhere. Or maybe I got rid of it, but The Hobbit was terrible. Return of the King was good, but not as good as Two Towers. These two were the best. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age being one of the very few turn-based games I've ever thoroughly enjoyed. Loved this game a lot. Two Towers was the best though, just from the combat, the upgrade system and stuff. Definitely the best. Again, between these two, over 100 hours each, I would say. Return of the King, probably the same actually, just because like the graphics and stuff were better than Two Towers. I believe I've played through Return of the King's storyline countless amounts of times. So there you go. Yep, there's the Lord of the Rings collection, and I believe Aragorn's Quest was on PlayStation 2, but that game's a piece of shit. So we're not going to talk about that. Okay, folks. So we don't really have any series left. So what we're going to do is we're going to give a one-by-one rundown of just all these as quickly as possible. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, played it. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I played it a lot. I played a little bit of the story, but then basically ended up just spawning myself and giving myself cheats and murdering people. I believe the Grand Theft Auto games are good, but are massively overrated. Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus. I bought this game when I was just looking for a Final Fantasy game to buy at all after watching Advent Children for the first time. Got it at the car boot sale for €2. Have never played it. Great Battles of Rome from the History Channel. Played this game a little bit. I did enjoy it, but I got stuck and rage quit. Xena Warrior Princess, 49 pence. Bought this game for sheer nostalgia from the show purposes. Have never turned the game on. Summoner 2, 5 for a $5 again. I was buying bundles of games for super cheap here. Summoner 2 I only bought because I played the first one, and the first one was good. But again, I have never played the second one. Blood Omen 2, I bought it because vampires are awesome. Played a little bit of it, loved it, got lost, stopped playing. Prince of Persia Trilogy. This was really cheap. I got this years and years ago on GameStop. Played a little bit of all three of them. Wasn't a massive fan. Again, platforming and puzzles. Haven't finished it. So here's the first Summoner, like I mentioned before. This game was pretty good. Pretty old though, just from the graphics and the gameplay and stuff, but good regardless. I love this type of game. And I may actually go play this or the second one again very soon. Chaos Legion. I got this game because this guy looked really cool on the back. Again, this was recently just after my whole Final Fantasy thing. Chaos Legion is actually a really good game. It is kind of hack and slash, but there's more strategy to that. Like, there's specific enemies that can only be killed in specific ways. It's pretty awesome. Crash Tag Team Racing. I was more of a fan of the Crash Bandicoot games on PlayStation 1 than PlayStation 2. Still a good game though, regardless. Destroy All Humans. Again, this was my brother, not me. I bought this for him years ago. I haven't never really played it. I've played the second one a little bit. Good game. Lots of fun. Everyone seemed to love it. Red Ninja End of Honor. Bought this because Hot Chick. Nah. I bought this because I love ninjas. And it was a good game. Pretty ninja-like. Again, though, I got stuck though at a really hard part. Stopped playing. This seems to be a very recurring trend for me. Bionicle, this was my brother again, I believe. He loved the Bionicle, universe thing. He played this game a lot. I think he has another Bionicle game, maybe on the PSP. And he has seen, the Bionicle movies and stuff. Loved those, so this was him. Not me. I haven't played it. Constantine, I actually got this a long time before even seeing the movie. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen the movie. Got this game a long time ago just to try it out. It was pretty good. I've played better, but no, it was definitely good. I was just, you see the crossbow and stuff. It's pretty cool. The Van Helsing game I loved, so I thought I would check this out. And it was good. Robot Wars Arenas of Destruction. Oh, I spent so much time playing this game. My parents went to Sligo or something, I think, on a holiday once, and they brought this back. And my god, I love it. I've played this game a lot. There's a cheat where you can put in the announcer guy's name, and you unlock all this extra money and parts and stuff. But it's an awesome game. You build your own robot, you enter competitions. If you win, you get more money, you unlock more parts, you enter more competitions, and certain competitions have certain weight restrictions and part restrictions. And awesome game, especially for anyone who's a fan of the Robot Wars TV show. Hunter the Reckoning Wayward. Haven't played this game in a long time, but my god, this game was awesome. You fight demon zombie things through the choice of characters, and again, each character is awesome, played in their own way. I believe I played as everyone just to give them a little chance, and like I said, this game is awesome. Kengo, Master of Bushido. Bought this because I love samurais. The game's shit. That's all that needs to be said about it. It's a horrible game. Eragon, the movie tie-in game. Bought it because I loved the books. Thought the movie was okay, but because I loved the books so much, I had to give the game a chance. The game is alright. I have the game on 360 as well, and as far as I can remember, it's much better on PlayStation 2 than it was on 360. So definitely, if you're going to buy it, this version. Spartan Total Warrior. Me, my brother, and Owen actually shared a nostalgia fest about this game yesterday. It's a pretty good game. Played a lot of it. Got stuck. Stopped playing. That is again my recurring trend. Kessen. I got it because it looked like a Japanese version of Dynasty Warriors. Kind of with a top-down strategy type thing, but samurai. I thought it would be good. I felt the game was executed pretty poorly, or maybe I was just very, very bad at it. So again, played it, failed. Stopped playing. Okay, we're on to the last stack. Kingdom of Hearts, awesome game. I actually traded my Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock for this game. I have no regrets. Killzone, awesome game. Finished the campaign once, loved it to pieces. Played a lot of multiplayer in this. Mostly just local against bots. But I loved it to pieces. Killzone 2 and Killzone 3, again, even better than this. I love the campaigns in those. Haven't played any multiplayer in those, but I love the campaigns. Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. I bought this actually on my 16th birthday, so 4 years ago. Played a lot of this game. Loved it to pieces. Enter the Matrix. Again, I loved this game. Played a lot of it. Never got, immensely far. But, I've played the first few levels many times. Love the little game. Pretty cool, especially for a fan of the Matrix. Forgotten Realms, Demon Stone. This is my kind. Oh, look, it's Nicolas Cage. This is my kind of game. It's like an RPG. You level up and spec into your specific skills and stuff without the game being made too awkward or anything. Love this game to pieces. Sonic Heroes. I played a fair bit of this, not too much. Just as nostalgia factor again, buying this game. Loved Sonic the Hedgehog when I was younger. So yeah, just found another stack of games. Shaolin Showdown. Loved the show. Loved it so much. Bought the game. Played it for about 10 minutes. Hated it. Gave it to my brother and he loved it. So fair play. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I loved the first game, Philosopher's Stone. Loved it to pieces. Goblet of Fire, not so much. Pirates of the Caribbean: The Legend of Jack Sparrow. It isn't a movie tie-in exactly, it's more of a spin-off. Nice little game, it is nice, it's fun. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, pretty good, big fan of the series. Not an awesome game though. Yeah. Shadow the Hedgehog. Again, this is Sonic nostalgia factor kicking in. I like the whole friend or foe you decide thing. It was a fun game for about 20 minutes, and then you're like, why am I playing a Sonic game and using guns? Seven Blades. This game is pretty good. I think it was more of a still like a Dynasty Warriors style game kind of thing. It's pretty hard to explain. No, wait. Can't remember exactly what this is, but it was awesome. I remember that it was awesome. That is all you need to know. Monster Hunter, the first one here, PlayStation 2. Quite like this game, loved it. Would love to play it on a more modern console. That doesn't include the Wii, because the Wii is probably just as powerful as the PlayStation 2 still was. But I'm sure the game is going to stay a Nintendo exclusive. But if they bring out like a Monster Hunter 4 on the Wii U, I may consider investing in that. Rune Viking Warlord. This is an awesome game. I picked this up years ago, like 8 years ago, maybe even more. I love the campaign, but the multiplayer has provided so many hours and hours and hours of fun for me and my friends. We would play this one level a lot, where it's basically just an arena, and you spawn in like this room with every weapon in the game. You choose your one-handed weapon, your shield, or your two-handed weapons, or whatever. You run out and murder each other and repeat the process. Or we would play in this other map, which is more like a maze, and it is a wonderful game. Basically, I would recommend this game to anyone who still plays PlayStation 2, especially who plays it with other people. Definitely pick up Rune Viking Warlord. It's probably super cheap. It's really old. The Shadow of Zorro. Again, this was my brother. I believe he was going through a phase where he was watching the Zorro movie over and over and over and over and over. He said it was a good game, but overall disappointing. Matrix: The Path of Neo. Loved this game, but from what I remember, I had save file issues with it, like a lot. So yeah, fuck that. Shinobi. Liked this game. The combat was pretty fun. Again, love playing as ninja samurai type things. A lot of ninja type abilities and everything. Loved the pieces. Haven't finished it, but that is obviously the trend with my PlayStation 2 game collection. Hitman Blood Money. Played a nice little bit of this. I love Hitman games. I'm not very good at them, but I love them. Gungrave, it's the anime tie-in game. I would not recommend this game to anyone who's actually looking for a gaming experience. But if you just want to experience some story of the anime, you may as well get it, because basically all you have to do is hold down one button, and he auto-fires, auto-aims, does everything for you. Easy. Swords of Destiny. I picked this up because the cover looked cool, and I was correct, the game is pretty good. Again, it's like one of those RPG style games where you loot and you pick up level ups and everything else. Lovely little game. Again, £3, pretty cheap. My bed is getting covered in games right now, and they're avalanching. Legend of Spyro and Spyro New Beginning. Again, this was my brother. I was more of a fan of the ones on the PlayStation 1. He's played these. I played a little bit of them. They were good, but they don't live up to the ones on the PlayStation 1. Drakengard 1 and 2. Again, I love these games a lot. I put tons and tons of hours into both of these. Awesome storylines in both of them. Awesome universe, awesome combat. And for a game on the PlayStation 2, lots and lots and lots of people on screen. Much more than the normal PlayStation 2 game user would be used to. 2 James Bond games. Both came from my cousin. Same as a few others did. Never played. 7 Samurai 20XX. Now, if anyone remembers the very, very, very old movie 7 Samurai, where this poor village hires a group of these 7 samurai to defend them from bandits. This is similar, based off that, but in the future. As you can see, there's the 7 samurai here. I love this game. Definitely love this game. It's like future cyberpunk-ish. Kind of like slums and stuff too, and you run around, and yeah, you have to run around. You convince the people to join your army, join your group, and they're like, why would I want to join a group? And then you have to go do favours for them, and then you fight with them and get new abilities, and it's a really, really awesome game. God of War. Well, what can I say about God of War? I'm sure all of us know God of War already. Awesome game. Everyone loves it. I love it. And also Them Boobies. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Good game. Not as good as the movie, but definitely a good game. Pretty difficult at times. Gets you pretty involved with the story and stuff. Yeah, love it to pieces. Hitman 2. This is the one I played more than Blood Money. Again, like I said, love the Hitman games. I'm just not good at them. And these two, again, were my brother. He swears by them, says they're good. I tried to play them, didn't really like them. That's not my fault. I believe the bonus material was in here for his collector's edition. It was like little art card things. But I actually displayed them in my in my room before it got done up before. And I don't know where it is anymore. They're probably under my bed in boxes. But yeah, the Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Yeah. So like, we have this whole stack here, which are like my regular plays, which go on there. Got a few here. As you can see, the bed is covered. Tons here, and some on the chair. But yeah, anyway, that is it for my PlayStation 2 games collection. I would do collection videos for other consoles, but I don't have nearly as much games on any other console. The only other console I would be able to do this on would be the 360. But I might do it if people want it. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and goodbye.